Welcome back, and you're watching Commodity Champions. Summer isn't going away anytime soon, and we continue to discuss its impact on sale of dairy companies. I am now joined by Manish Bandlish. He is Managing Director at Mother Dairy. Fruits, vegetables, ice cream, dairy, milk. Manish, there is just so much to discuss with you. But I'll congratulate you, first of all, on 50 years of Mother Dairy. How has the journey been?
I think it's very, very eventful for the last 50 years. All those colleagues of ours who have contributed to building this organization, I think they have done a damn good job, I would say. So we are really, having that 50th year is really helping us, take it forward even further.
Yeah. Manish, coming to the summer season then, and this promises to be a big one as compared to the previous one. So with the kind of numbers that you would have in hand now, what is the kind of percentage increase that you have seen in sales?
I think the summer has been really good for, I think, most of the industry. While in North, it has built up over April, but now we see a severe summer. And I think most of the categories that we deal with are showing very, very promising growths, upwards of 30–40% in many cases. So some of the markets like Bombay, I'm in Bombay, so I was reviewing with the team, they're growing at 50% plus in many categories.
Okay.
So it all depends on how you are able to service the market. The demand is definitely there.
So what really seems to be working in the market right now? One, of course, is the season. Two, is it the variance? Three, is it the price point? Four, with the kind of competition that we have in the market with regional players, national players, there are imported ice creams as well. So how are you dealing with all of these points?
If you're asking specifically to ice cream, then innovation is the key, I would say. Besides, servicing the market, being available to near the consumer, being able to, give a quality product to the consumer. All these things, combined together really make your market share where it is today. And I think we do a good job around it. Every year we launch at least 15–20 different new variants on ice cream. We phase out some of the old ones and then bring the new ones. It really helps to engage a customer on a year-to-year basis.
Manish, a kulfi does well, and then some artisanal new product also does well. So I'm assuming it must be really difficult to keep that balance in.
It is difficult, but at the same time, when we look at Mother Dairy products, I think they are the best. And we try to bring Indian flavors into the market as far as possible. So when we look at a kulfi that we produce, so we come out with a tila kulfi, with a stick. I think our team went around the city of Delhi, went to those thelas in the market, and actually brought samples, and we have tried to replicate that taste because people want to consume that taste. A Mother Dairy doesn't want to create a new flavor, at least on a traditional product like that. Similarly, when you look at our Mishti Doi, for example, it is exactly like what it is in the market.
Yes. I've had people come and swear by it, your Mishti Dai and your buttermilk for that matter. You were telling us in break that vanilla is a flavor that continues to do quite well for you. It is a flavor that sells the max as well after maybe chocolate is second there. But how have you seen the flavors in the market evolve?
I think people are looking at a lot of innovation. People are looking at any organization to give them some exciting new products. So when we look at our new launches, for example, it's a combination of Indian flavors and also coupled with some international exciting flavors. So I think we do a combination of both. So there is a market for youngsters who want something very, very exciting. So we'll give a new international flavor. Some traditional people want to continue with this same pista kulfi and all that. So we definitely want to give them the right product. So it's a combination of both that we do.
I also want to understand the industry perspective of this now. I do understand that there are investments, there are input costs. Summer also brings with it its own concerns into the market. And then you have done some expansions as well and more variants, as you said. So how has the investment, the cost of production gone in, and how have the sales been?
See, the cost of production, we keep a close watch of it because dairy as an industry is is not really a profit-making purpose for our kind of an organization. We, being a subsidiary of a National Dairy Development Board, our purpose is very clear: service the farmer, give them the best price for their produce, and to the consumer, quality product at a low price. So these are conflicting objectives in a way. So from that perspective, we have to be very, on a tightrope in terms of keeping costs really, really low. And hence, whatever we do, we try to maintain that cost. And whatever we do in terms of product, we try to get the best of the product to our consumers. So yes, we keep a track of that on a daily basis. And milk prices this year have been stable, at least for the last almost a year now. So we are happy that at least from that perspective, we are not under pressure.
Manish, and it's not just dairy that you do. You have a very strong brand in sense of Safal. You also do vegetable oil. You are into spices. You are into various things. So what is the portfolio looking like right now, and what is the next step?
See, this year we closed our organization's turnover above 15,000 crores. And that itself is a good milestone to have in the 50th year. So we have a combination of three broad brands. One, dairy, of course. Then we have Safal, which is into fruits and vegetables. And the third is Dhara, which is into edible oils. So all the three businesses are doing fairly well for us. Safal, we have very strong plans. We have taken very aggressive numbers on the frozen part of it. I think Safal Peas is an iconic brand. And we are extending that brand into various other categories, ready-to-eat categories in frozen. We are expanding our distribution by 2 times in Safal Frozen across India. We are putting up a new plant. Our board has approved a new plant in South, where we'll be producing more and more pulp. We currently export to more than 40 countries, and we want to create more capacity around it. So these are our good plans on Safal. Similarly, Dhara, we are growing double the industry growth rate. We focus on indigenous oils like mustard and groundnut oil. So that's the purpose. So we will keep on doing that and do it well.
Are you adding some more into kitty right now?
More into?
Into the kitty. Are you adding more into the portfolio right now?
In Safal for sure. In edible oils, we are expanding geographically.
Okay.
So we are very, very strong in some of the markets. In East, in Bihar, Northeast, we are market leaders in these categories. And we are planning to grab shares in other markets in like North. For Safal, I just told you, I mean, we are expanding very aggressively.
Talk to us also about the brand loyalty. Do you see that as a concept right now into the market, or do you think people are price sensitive? As you said, people want more innovations as you go ahead. So does it always keep you on your feet then?
It definitely keeps on our feet. People are extremely, extremely price sensitive. When we look at some of the categories, the price points become extremely critical. For example, 10 rupees, 20 rupees. If you try to tinker around with that price point, people just go away from the category. From that perspective, it is extremely sensitive. And we have seen that in many examples in our business as well. But at the same time, loyalty to a brand, and I think it's very, very tough to break, especially in the milk segment. Milk, these are high involvement products for a household. Edible oils, for sure. I mean, it's a very high involvement product. So from our perspective, we keep on trying to do a lot of activation with our consumers, give them more and more product categories so they can be with us for the whole day's cycle.
What is the plan 2024 from here on? I mean, what can we expect from Mother Dairy? Is stable this time around? I also want to talk about what is it that you would want to add further here? What is the market that you're looking at right now and the kind of growth, and where do you see it going forward in years to come?
See, when we look at our business, our chairman, Dr. Manisha, is very clear. Unless and until Mother Dairy grows, we cannot really benefit farmers. Because if farmer is going to grow, then the country will grow. So from that perspective, our mandate is very clear from our board that we need to increase our market from NCR North-centric business to a sort of a pan-India in the next 2 or 3 years. So we have already planned our foray into many other markets beyond the current geographies that we are in. For example, we will definitely expand into more into Maharashtra. We are already there. We already have 2 plants in Maharashtra. We will expand 1 more plant there. Similarly, we'll expand into Calcutta much more than we are doing today. So we have very aggressive plans. This year itself, we plan to grow upwards of 15% on a 15,000 crore business. So which is a good ambition to have. And I think once we do that, our board and our chairman will definitely seek more such growth from us year after year.
I'm sure those are targets for you then coming in. Manish, also, as you said, geographies you're looking to expand into. Are you also looking to increase into capacities from where you are already right now?
Yes, for sure. I mean, our dairy business is capacity-led only. I mean, unless and until you have a production capacity, you cannot really expand into those markets. So definitely, as we are expanding into a new plant in Nagpur. So we have already announced that. We have already acquired the land. Besides that, we are looking at further expansion into dairy space. Those plans are already in place. Once we are ready with, those more into time, then we'll be announcing.
Is it a very competitive business right now?
Absolutely. As I said, almost 80% of our revenue goes back to farmers. Now, when that happens, it is very, very competitive. None of the FMCG companies will work on this model.
I'm sure they won't. I also want to talk about the other products that you have. When I was reading somewhere that you were into pulses and etc. also, are you looking to add more there, or do you think you will first make this stronger and then perhaps look at any other thing?
Our pulses is a very small part of our segment, and that is part of the
But are you foraying? Are you looking to venture into other things also?
We are not looking at venturing into pulses specifically.
Okay.
But yes, other commodities which are agricultural based, we are definitely exploring that.
Like?
I wouldn't want to preempt that.
Okay.
But at the same time, Safal is a very, very strong brand.
It is.
I mean, it has a lot of credibility. So from that perspective, yes, we are already looking at expansion into other markets beyond India. In Safal, for example, pulp, we will add more commodities once our new plant is there. We'll bring more innovation there. We're already expanding into UAE on our finished product on Safal Dhara. It's already started last year. So I think it's going to be exciting times for us in the coming year.
Thank you so much, Manish, for joining us today, and many congratulations once again on completing 50 years and to the whole foray that you bring to the Indian consumer here, not just dairy, but also Safal as a product and, of course, edible oils. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Commodity Champions, but news and more views continue on the other side. Stay tuned.